Welcome back to Out There Area AM, folks, where we tear through the cosmic curtain, chasing truths that'll make your heart pound and your mind spin. I'm Scott, your guide through history's wildest mysteries, a guy who's spent years digging through declassified files and UFO tales that keep us staring at the night sky. Today, we're diving into one of the most jaw-dropping UFO events ever recorded, the Belgian UFO wave of 1989 to 1990. This ain't a single sighting. It's thousands of witnesses, military jets in hot pursuit, and massive black triangle craft defying every explanation. Picture it, late 1989, over Belgium's skies. Ordinary folks, cops, and pilots start seeing huge triangular objects glowing with lights, moving silent and swift. The Belgian Air Force scrambles F-16s to chase them, but these black triangles always stay one step ahead. As Colonel Wilfried de Brouwer, the Air Force's operations chief, later said in a press conference, "We have no explanation for what we saw. It was not a conventional aircraft. This story's gonna give you chills, y'all. Strap in, 'cause we're about to rocket into a mystery that shook Europe. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's hunt for the truth together." Let's set the scene. It's late 1989, and the world's shifting fast. The Berlin Wall's crumbling, the Cold War's winding down, and UFO reports are still stirring debates after cases like Roswell or Rendlesham Forest. In Belgium, a small European nation, something extraordinary is brewing. From November 1989 to April 1990, thousands of people, from everyday citizens to police officers, farmers to pilots, report seeing strange objects in the sky. These ain't vague lights. They're massive, triangular craft with bright lights at the corners, hovering silently or zipping off at incredible speeds. It all kicks off on the evening of November 29, 1989, near the town of Eupen, close to the German border. Two police officers on patrol spot a large triangular object with three white lights and a flashing red one in the center. It's hovering about 1,000 feet up, completely silent, then suddenly accelerates and vanishes. One of the officers, Heinrich Nicole, later told investigators, "It was huge, like a football field, and moved without a sound. I've never seen anything like it in my life." Their report triggers a flood. Hundreds of similar sightings pour in from Brussels, Liège, Namur, and beyond. Witnesses describe a black triangle the size of a Boeing 747, with lights pulsing in sync, drifting slow or shooting off like a bullet. The peak hits on the night of March 30th to 31st, 1990. Thousands across eastern Belgium see multiple black triangles hovering in the sky. Radar centers at Glans and Semerzak detect unusual signals, not matching any known aircraft. The Belgian Air Force scrambles two F-16 jets to intercept. Pilots lock on with radar, but each time they get close, the objects change direction or altitude in seconds, from 10,000 feet to 1,000 feet. Moves no human jet could pull off. One pilot, Captain Yves Mielbergs, recounted in an interview, "My radar locked on, but the target accelerated to over 1,100 miles per hour in a flash. It was like it knew we were coming." The chase lasts over an hour, with ground witnesses confirm the lights and maneuvers. The Belgian Air Force, under public pressure, holds a press conference in July 1990, releasing radar data and pilot testimonies. Colonel Wilfried de Brouwer admits, "We cannot explain these phenomena. They are not conventional aircraft, and they pose no threat, but they are real." This was groundbreaking. A European military publicly acknowledging a UFO wave without dismissing it. The Belgian UFO wave wasn't just witness tales, it was backed by solid evidence that's tough to dismiss. Over 2,600 official reports were logged, with 80% from credible sources, police, pilots, and military personnel. A famous photo from Petit Rachin in April 1990 shows a black triangle with three white lights and a red one in the center. Though later debated as a possible hoax, many witnesses said it matched what they saw. As one witness, a teacher named Sophie Masson, told SOBEP's investigators, "It was triangular, silent, and huge. The lights pulsed like a heartbeat. I'll never forget it. Radar data was key. Stations at Glons and Semerzaka recorded objects moving at speeds and maneuvers beyond known tech. No sonic booms, no exhaust. F-16 pilots locked on multiple times, but the triangles evaded, accelerating from 150 miles per hour to over 1,100 miles per hour in seconds. Captain P. Lambrechts, one of the pilots, said in a debrief, "It changed altitude from 9,000 feet to 3,000 feet in under 2 seconds. No aircraft can do that without breaking apart." Ground radar confirmed the readings, rule out glitches. SOBEPS, a civilian UFO research group in Belgium, collected over 1,000 pages of documents, sketches, photos, and testimonies. Their lead investigator, Lucien Clairbout, concluded, "These objects displayed intelligent control and technology far beyond our capabilities." The Air Force's own analysis found no match with weather balloons, aircraft, or satellites. Skeptics had their say. Some claimed it was U.S. stealth tech, like the F-117 or B-2, tested in Europe. But those planes don't hover silently or accelerate like that in 1989. As aviation expert Bill Sweetman noted in Jane's Defense Weekly, "The maneuvers described exceed anything in our arsenal. Atmospheric phenomena like plasma or ball lightning. Radar and eyewitness consistency rule that out. Hoaxes? With thousands of reports and military radar, that's a stretch." The Belgian government's response was unusual. They admitted the unknown without panic. But why Belgium? Some theorize it was a hotspot for UAP activity, perhaps due to NATO bases or nuclear sites. The questions linger. What were these triangles, and why did they appear? The Belgian UFO wave spins a web of theories, each one pulling you deeper into the unknown. Let's break them down. Theory 1. Extraterrestrial craft. The boldest take says these black triangles were alien ships. Their shape, silence, and superhuman maneuvers match no 1989 tech. Thousands of witnesses, radar locks, and the Air Force's admission back this. UFO researcher Jacques Vallée, who studied the wave, said this was structured craft displaying intelligence, perhaps probing our defenses. Was Belgium a test ground for alien scouts like the Phoenix Lights or Nimitz Tic Tac? Theory 2. Secret military tech skeptics bet on classified NATO or U.S. projects, maybe early stealth drones or holograms. Belgium's NATO membership and air bases fit this. But F-16 pilots, trained on Allied tech, didn't recognize it. As de Brouwer noted, if it was a test, we'd have been informed. No one was. No leaks confirm this theory. Theory 3. Natural phenomena, atmospheric plasma, or auroras. Radar data and consistent descriptions rule that out. Natural events don't evade jets or leave no trace. SOBEPS physicist Auguste Meeson analyzed the data and said, "These were solid objects with electromagnetic properties beyond our knowledge." Theory 4. Mass hysteria or hoax. Some call it collective delusion, fueled by media. But with radar confirmation and military involvement, hysteria doesn't hold. Hoaxes, coordinated fakes by thousands, including cops and pilots, is improbable. The Petit-Rachin photos debate doesn't invalidate the wave. The Belgian wave didn't just rattle Europe, it woke the world. Reports hit BBC, CNN, and global media, making UFOs a serious topic. SOBEPS published 2 books, translated worldwide. It inspired investigations in France and the UK, influencing pop culture from the X-Files to documentaries. It also pressured governments for transparency, paving the way for reports like AARO 2024. The 1989 to 1990 Belgian UFO wave ain't just a chapter. It's a beacon in the night, blazing with questions we can't ignore. Were alien craft zipping through Belgium's skies, showing off tech that defies our world, or was it a human secret, buried under military silence? Nearly 40 years later, the radar data, thousands of witnesses, and the Air Force's admission keep this case alive, daring us to ask, what flew over Belgium, and why? What hits hardest is the scale. Thousands of everyday folks and military pros seeing the same thing, backed by tech. This wasn't a lone dreamer, it was a nation facing the unknown. The lack of answers, the F-16 chases, and the global echo make this a cornerstone of UFO history. Now I want to hear from you folks. Was Belgium a hotspot for aliens or a classified test gone public? Drop your take in the comments, and if you've ever seen lights or shapes in the sky that gave you chills, anything at all, spill it. We're listening. If you're itching for more cosmic riddles, smash that like button and subscribe to Out There Area AM. Next up, we're diving into the 1965 Kecksburg UFO crash, a acorn-shaped object that crashed in Pennsylvania, sealed off by the military. Aliens or something else? Stay tuned. Thanks for riding along, y'all. Keep your eyes on the sky, but don't blink. Something might be staring back.